Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 million challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video, we did a stock update on ticker symbol ABML with a particular focus on construction updates. So please refer back to the previous video for updates on construction and also a potential deal with Ford. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick reminder of the $1 million challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to achieve 201 trades with an average return of 3.5% per trade. So it's not 201 consecutive trades, and we do take into account losses. So for the challenge, we have a spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet has specifically chosen stocks, many of them low and medium risk, designed to try to get you the 3.5% return with color coordinated target prices as well. So the Discord community is now growing. It's well in excess of 300 people there sharing trading tips, due diligence, chart analysis, research, buy alerts, etc. The Discord area is also an area where you can read our agreement, you can read the FAQs, you can chat and ask questions. The stock spreadsheet is also available there. We have a king and queen alert section and also a leaderboard with updates. And once you join the challenge, you'll get access to a special exclusive video which is not available on the public platform. This will give in-depth, more detailed information about strategy for the challenge. So join us on this journey, details in the description below. In today's video, we're going to focus on 3 stocks to add for your watch list for trading this week. Before we look at the 3 stocks, quick update on ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials. If we look at the chart here for close of play on the Friday, we can see the stock was down just in excess of 2.5%, closing at $4.20. Unfortunately, I think most investors will agree this is not behaving in a way that we expected. Early November, we can see there were a lot more bullish signals, and the stock did go in excess of $6. Since then, it consolidated around the $5 mark, and since then, in the last 5 or 6 days, we have seen a movement down close to support around about $4.20. So what are the latest developments with regard to the stock, and can we expect a significant bounce back? Let's start by sharing a tweet from George. This tweet is from November the 21st, 2021, and George did promise us a memorable November. So hopefully this can still happen before the end of the month, but let's have a look at his tweet. And what he's just tweeted right now is roll-to-roll nano imprinting lithography sneak peek, Lord of the holographic rings, go beyond. So we have an image here in terms of lithography and printing. I think this can also be applied to printing of banknotes. So obviously the company they acquired earlier, Nanotech, does have the capability of this. So I think George is trying his best here to promote the bullish potential of the stock for the long term. Let's see what else he's stated. Okay, so he's also posted another tweet here, again a bullish tweet. He's trying to give some positive news for the company, so credit where credit's due. George has said here, Meta Materials fundamentally disruptive technology is category creating. It's not our proprietary designs, it's the proprietary manufacturing and process tech protected by IP that leads to breakthrough applications in almost all industry sectors we touch. So I think what George is referring to there is sectors such as the EV sector, sectors such as the defense, medical and so on. So the application of this technology is quite staggering in terms of the potential, but that's what we're seeing at the moment. Let's see the continuation of this tweet. And on the screen here, you'll be able to see the second and third part of that tweet. And he's also said in the second part, Meta is the only company I know that can go beyond to offer up to 40x our record for material performance improvement at a fraction of the cost. So that's a positive thing there in terms of the potential. And in the final part of his tweet, he's also said here, while our competitors get excited to offer 20 to 25% improvement and take many years for material development and discovery, the OEMs we meet are hungry for next generation innovation and performance. So what he's implying here is potential contracts, potential interest in the company, And the application in terms of the potential here is tagged here: the medical area, the automotive area, the aerospace area, energy area, and also security area. So certainly great potential for the future. First stock I'd like to add to the watch list for this week is ticker symbol BCTX, Bricel. This is a stock that initially I featured 4 months ago. So on the screen here you'll see initially at that time this was introduced as a new penny stock. At that time this was trading around about $4, and right now you'll see this is trading around about the $10 mark. So there are some developments, so let's have a look at the potential of this stock that was initially shared in the Discord. In my initial video on Bricel, I did carry out more in-depth due diligence, so please refer back to the previous video for in-depth due diligence on this stock, which you'll find quite interesting. But let's have a quick reminder of a company profile. On the screen here we can see Bricel is dedicated to enhance the lives of women with breast cancer with limited therapy options. So the company is trading on the NASDAQ, and the mission is to develop novel immunotherapies to fight cancer. So in terms of the potential catalysts, we can see here they have collaboration with Insight Corporation. This is a non-exclusive clinical trial. The company is also involved in phase 1 and phase 2A clinical trials of IMT, which is a trademark, and the company is a lead candidate in combination with immunotherapy development candidates. The company also has BRI-OTS, and this is developing the first off-the-shelf personalized immunotherapy for treatment of advanced stage cancer. And finally, another thing that I think we can be aware of as investors is the company has a small molecule program consisting of novel selective protein kinase C delta inhibitors, which have shown activity in preclinical models of several cancer and fibrotic diseases. So on the screen here you'll be able to see the chart for ticker symbol BCTX. This chart is going back to March. This stock initially was introduced to the Discord and on a video through YouTube around about August 2021, and we can see at that time the price was around about just between $4 and $5. So if we have a look at the two trend lines inserted here, we can see since that period when I first introduced the stock, it's been on quite a significant bullish momentum. The trend is generally up, and right now we can see a little bit of consolidation around about $10.50 mark. So the chart is very strong, it's very bullish, and the momentum is good. The next stock I'd like to add for your watch list is ticker symbol MU, Micron Technology, and we can see here on the screen the chart for this close of play on Friday. We can see that the stock was up just in excess of 7.8%, closing at $83.03. So we can also see, if we go back to the chart around about the 16th of November, this was trading around about $76. We've seen quite a significant spike up. We can also see a gap on the 19th of November here, when it went from 76 closing price to an opening price of around about 79. So the momentum is good, the momentum is bullish. We can see here in terms of volume, average volume is 19 million, but the volume close of play on Friday was in excess of 47 million. So certainly lots of activity and lots of trading going on in this stock. What I'd now like to do is share an article here from Anthony DiPizio, dated November the 19th, 2021. The headline here is one semiconductor stock with 114% upside according to Wall Street. It's hard to find real value in red hot semiconductor sector, but Micron presents exactly that. So the other thing I'd like to add for your date for your diary is the 20th of December. So we're looking at earnings for this stock around about the 20th of December. So hopefully it will run up quite nicely there. But let's have a look at the key points here shared by Anthony. He stated here, the earnings per share is rising at a compound annual rate of 92% over the past 2 years. So certainly looks like earnings could continue in this trend as well. The company operates at the forefront of exciting technological areas like 5G, automotive, and also AI. So the semiconductor industry is responsible for producing advanced computer chips found in digital devices. Let's have a look at the second part of this article, and I'm going to focus on, first of all, the first and the fourth paragraph. So in the first paragraph, we can see here the US economy has been in the process of a digital transformation for decades, where everybody's aware of that. A lot of businesses are now adopting to using more digital processes, and this is going to create enormous amounts of data, and as a natural consequence of that, they're going to find themselves requiring infrastructure to store and manage that. So the fourth paragraph here is also important, I think, for us to be aware of. From a Micron point of view, the chip remains in high demand for personal computing, graphics applications, and it's also a huge growth. It's gone through a huge source of growth in 2021, the fourth quarter, with mobile segment. So obviously it can be applied to mobile technology. Revenue for the segment has increased by 25%, and this is likely to increase continuously, mainly due to the 5G enabled device requiring more processing power and also more memory. So at the bottom we can see here there's the article is stating that the stock is cheap, and experts expect the stock or the company to generate around about 32 billion in revenue for the fiscal year 2022, and that would be 15% growth compared to 2021. So these figures are quite staggering. Let's now have a look at the earnings per share. So I think this is certainly very interesting. So if we have a look at the earnings per share for fiscal year 2020, this was approximately $2.37. 2021 earnings per share $5.14, so a more than 100% increase there. And in terms of an estimate for the fiscal year 2022, we're looking at around about $8.74. Again, very significant growth. So this company has got surging gross margin. The key reason for this is the earnings boost. The other thing I'd like to just focus on at the bottom, in the company's $5.14 in fiscal year 2021 earnings places the stock at a current price to earnings multiple of 14.9. The iShares Semiconductor ETF by comparison trades at a multiple of over 35. So what this basically means, in Micron reaches the price of $165 target, which is set by Wall Street firm Rosenblatt Securities, then it would still be trading cheaper in terms of valuation than its competitors. So that's the reason why the statement here is that the stock is potentially undervalued. And finally, we're just going to finish off by looking at the long-term potential. So obviously one area that the company can focus on is the automotive segment. We know there's going to be huge growth in EV sector. New vehicles are going to become more intelligent. They're going to have inbuilt 5G capability potentially, so the demand is going to be there, it's going to be growing. So the advanced computing capabilities over time are going to benefit Micron. We can also see they are still experiencing record growth, so this is a absolutely excellent stock for the long term as well. So the company is continuing to also develop its AI. Its products for this can also be activated and stored in terms of being able to provide insights into potentially highlighting new opportunities, as well as predictive capabilities to better protect critical infrastructure. So the company and the stock is certainly in a red hot sector. The leading production line has got a backlog in terms of prominent Wall Street analysts, with at least 25 of them recommending a buy on this stock. So over the longer term, we're looking at potentially, on a conservative estimate, at least 114% gain. And the final stock I'd like to add to the watch list for this week is ticker symbol DKS, also known as Dick's Sporting Goods. So let's have a quick look at the company profile. So we know this is a retail store, and it's involved in providing authentic sporting goods, equipment, apparel, footwear, accessories, and they also have in-store services as well as unique specialty shops. So the company was founded in 1948. Let's now have a look at the chart for ticker symbol DKS. So this chart is going back to just prior to the period August 2021, and we can see a very strong run up around about the 18th of August 2021, where the stock reached just in excess of $148. Since then it has come down quite significantly, and then around about the 17th of October it reached a low of around about $112. So since then, if we look at the chart here, the momentum has been very bullish. It is now trending back up, and currently close of play on the Friday, it was trading at $138.59. So the one thing I'd like to also state with regard to this stock, we are expecting earnings potentially on the Tuesday. So what can we expect and predict for the earnings? So on the screen here, we're going to look at the earnings history by quarter. And this is going back to approximately August 2019. So let's have a look at how many times it has beaten and missed earnings. So on the screen here, you'll see the company has only missed earnings once. So, and that was for the period February 2020. And I think we all know what happened around about February 2020, so it did miss the earnings then. However, since then we can see in the middle column here in green, it has always since then beaten earnings. So the most recent earnings we have is just at the top there, 24th of August, and it beat earnings by $2.28. The revenue estimate was 2.84 billion, and the actual revenue was 3.2 billion. So the company is certainly making tremendous moves here. The final thing I'd like to do is just summarize an overall performance. So let's first of all have a look at the 5-day performance. So in terms of the stock, over the 5 days, it's just up in excess of 3.9%. And what I think is more important is the longer term. And over the 1 month, its stock is up just in excess of 11.8%. Over the 3 months, it's up just in excess of 26.2%. On the year, it's up in excess of 146%, which is an excellent return. And the 1 year performance is just in excess of 136%. So we have all green here. So certainly the company is making excellent progress. And finally, if you'd like to receive our weekly watch list with the full list of stocks that we look at each week, these are always sent out to Discord members at the weekend. So in order to receive these and receive advance notification of such stocks, join us in the Discord. Join us also on the challenge. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.